Welcome to the world of the impossible, where reality bends and the incredible becomes good, believable. Get ready to have your mind blown as we dive into a collection of moments that will leave you speechless. Someone please tell God to close the window of heaven in Dublin. It's starting to get drafty. This truck driver miscalculated the height of his load and got stuck under a billboard. Probably the worst possible advertisement for his transport services. Did you think Mercedes cars were built in factories? Sorry, no. Turns out they grow on trees. Any idea how that happened? I need.
When you live in a place that is both dry and windy, these dust devils become an integral part of the everyday landscape.
This ship has just reached adulthood and can now officially sail without a captain. Congratulations. Some individuals are willing to part with their very last penny for an iPhone, while others abandon its evolution. I sincerely hope this camera is worth it. At last, we comprehend why unicorns don't exist. It turns out they were merely raccoons in disguise. Bees have a queen, and trucks have their 98 meters. Father, you might find yourself stuck behind him on the chart for an entire week. He died with perfect timing. Hollywood ace just won as before. It seems like this guy's preparing for a showdown against the final anime boss. We won't disturb him. Just one installation error was enough for this wheel to escape from its owner and crash at full speed into an empty car. Quite a lot of trouble for such a small puddle, don't you think? Meanwhile, in China, students draw cubes in geometry class, not with pencils, but with drones in the sky. Incredible. And they say pigs lack proper manners. Just look at this gentleman here helping someone carry their backpack. Given that 70% of the earth is water, it was only a matter of time before someone built a truck that could traverse it. Say goodbye to long routes. You just have to go straight. The collapse of an entire alpine glacier is not something you see every day. I wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens won the next football championship. They have an excellent training. This video comes directly from Master Splinter's family archive. How many relatives can you find? Leave your guesses in the comments section. I wonder when he gets sick. Do they take him to the doctor or the plumber? Nature has just invented its own vinyl record player. Expiration date or a winter. A bad day is ending up in an Indonesian toilet instead of finding the Chamber of Secrets at Hogwarts. Your noisy neighbor has nothing to envy from the Nyiragongo volcano. A subterranean rumble and deep cracks split the roads of all the nearby cities. However, no one was injured. The color red is a warning sign, and these guys are definitely warning us of something ominous. The only question is, what exactly will it be? A drone show. It turned into a rain of drones when strong winds knocked them down from the sky. It's a miracle that no one was injured. It's no longer necessary to choose between the beach and the mountains. China has discovered how to enjoy both things at the same time. We have floating trucks, so it's only fair to have floating sedans as well. One of them is currently undergoing its first swimming test, and the results are amazing. When it comes to creating epic special effects like this landslide, nature is unmatched. Legend has it that Shrek was born in this river, but don't quote me. The police had a 1% chance of catching this street racer, but a spike strip instantly raised those odds to 100%. The Leaning Tower of Pisa no longer has to feel self-conscious. These builders are up to the challenge. Even whales hire birds for cleaning services. The main reason is barnacles. These parasites slow down the whales, and only humans have the ability to help remove them. Be a witness to the planned demolition of an entire ghost town. And don't worry, the families were provided with new homes. This is what happens when you decide to name your brewery the Titanic. A typical day in the life of an employee at Timu begins with the task of transporting 4,500 tons of cargo in 700 trailers. I wouldn't be surprised at all if everything was ordered by just one person. Only on the island of Capo Rizzuto, a hotel with a swimming pool actually means a hotel with an enormous sinkhole. A house situated at 2,500 meters on a mountain is absolutely perfect for those who are seeking solitude. That said, I'm not sure if the keys will fall. In Switzerland, life is the utmost priority, even when it involves a cow. That's why, when the rescue teams found out that a cow had broken a leg on a hill, they sent a helicopter to take it to the hospital. Every tide season, the Kyeonton River reminds Guangzhou's inhabitants who the real boss is. This tractor only drops a huge rock into the water, but somehow it's hypnotizable. Try to live so you have a car. One personal driver like on this boat. The force of this flood is amazing. It drags huge piles of wood as if they were nothing more than twigs. There is no doubt that we live in a simulation, because these birds are evidently programmed. The sight of whales jumping out of the water is more soothing than a cup of chamomile tea. So sit back and enjoy it. Imagine walking on the grass only for it to suddenly transform into a sea of crawling creatures. This is exactly what happened in Shuhai when a truck lost control on a slippery road and accidentally released its load of eels. The impossible is possible with Japanese fishermen who can catch hundreds of tons of fish in a day. And the best part is that they don't harm nature, as this fish is specifically bred for that purpose. Watching them wash a 66 meters plane is truly embarrassing. My excuse for cleaning my room is difficult. To give you an idea of how enormous this creature is, it has the same length as 11 adult men lined up end to end. It is also extremely rare, so it was put up for sale immediately afterward. This is a rock, a calm and harmless object unless it is rolling down a cliff. Unfortunately for this empty car, today happened to be one of those days. When stars fall into deep waters, they do not die. They transform into something like this. And this is the exact moment when the fish regretted hiring this guy to fix the roof. I bet you didn't know that birds have their own apartment complexes. Rent starts at 10 worms a month. I've seen a movie that started exactly like this and was about the apocalypse. Any average Aladdin can fly on a magic carpet, but a hovercraft is only for advanced pilots. This is the only house in the world where neighbors appear and shout, "Prepare to be boarded." These dogs didn't hesitate for even one Siemens to accept the foreign robbery. as one of their own. Who wouldn't trust a guy with a pink hat? This person has dedicated their entire life to training for this moment, and that deserves great respect. Don't be quick to label them as crazy. In reality, this exercise strengthens the neck muscles. That moment when your friend calls you and says, "It's been a while, let's go out." For the inhabitants of this region, living in harmony with nature is a way of life. That's why climbing bamboo is as natural as walking. On paper, it's a $20,000 luxury car, but according to a field mouse, it's a poorly stocked grain warehouse. It must possess levitation power. In what other way is it possible? Determined to start the day jogging, this ostrich suddenly ran onto the road, leaving drivers astonished and questioning the speed of their car. It seems he's already tired of working 12-hour shifts just for gas money. Here's a little preview of the upcoming Olympic sport: artistic cycling on a bicycle. What if Tesla's autopilot were actually tiny elves at the wheel? Knowing Elon Musk, it's a very real possibility. This is how Neptune handles the issue of overpopulation in its ocean. This is both the most disgusting and mesmerizing pipe explosion I have ever seen. Even if you don't know much about art, you have to admit that nature is an incredible artist. An amphibious excavator is perfect for deepening riverbeds or for an economical cruise experience. Andy from Toy Story has grown up, but he still can't forget his childhood friends. These crabs are quick to like this video, so do the same. When professional acrobats are unable to go to the beach, they spark their imagination. On this road, feeding the animals is not just allowed, it's actually mandatory. If you wish to pass, surely this entire adventure began with affection. Let's take a quick glance inside. This is the closest we've come to controlling the weather. Step aside, Mother Nature. The attempt to reverse by this person took a dramatic turn, literally, when they lost control of their scooter and ended up putting on a show of skids. Wherever he goes, Dr. Dolittl's clients always manage to track him down. We present state-of-the-art fishing rods capable of catching fish already processed into fillets. You've always wanted to master the anti-gravity tilt. This tree is about to give you a masterclass. When the professionals feed them, even the sharks forget that they are supposed to be scared. Even after all these years, this guy still can't cook properly without a rat under his chef's hat. This used to be just a flip-flop. Now it's a potential SUV board for this seagull. Observing the flaming remains of a SpaceX rocket plummet from the sky is entertaining for everyone except the investors who financed it. Veteran viewers of our channel know they should always duck before approaching a low grade. If you're new, subscribe. Meanwhile, in the parallel universe, plastic bags fall from the sky and people store their groceries in the snow. The real estate agent told him it was a house with a view of the sea. Technically, he wasn't lying. If you're a Colossus, you have to visit Jiwoo. You might get lucky and tired. Some candies were thrown from the rooftops during a housewarming celebration. And if you're a patron, make your way to Portugal. You still have time to grab a flying loaf of bread. One might expect Vietnamese pirates to continue their looting of ships. It turns out that trading in Namur is significantly more profitable. This soup is called the Gateway to Hell, and you are about to discover why. Without the handbrake engaged, this bus carelessly rolled forward, cut off an empty car, and crashed into a kiosk. Fortunately, the vendor wasn't there, so the bus didn't take his coffee. This is the story of how a broken radiator pipe made a family's dream of having a pool come true. If you ever see a mysterious button on your takeout cart, no matter what you do, make sure to ignore it. The inside of your car will definitely thank you. Hold on to your head. This 619 meters Dangxia mountain staircase is enough to make anyone dizzy. These pirates replaced their compass with a GPS and soon regretted their decision. These goats are Tanquamzi. They came looking for lactose-free milk because they are allergic to their mother's milk. Call him Paro of Sparrow. Captain Paro of Sparrow. This city is protected by a very specific mafia, and they demand community as payment. I would love to see the barber's face when they asked him to do that. No, seriously, what kind of anti-gravity hairspray is this? It's fantastic. There's no need to worry. The ocean is simply having its regular day of beach cleaning activities. No, it is not a portal to another dimension, but rather a coal discharge system. That's how just a little bit of snow transforms any train into Elsa from Frozen. POV. Did you purchase a deck and speakers and end up with a stick-shift car? The captain of this yacht believed he could pass beneath the bridge before it lowered. His overconfidence cost him a mast. Interesting fact, this tree retains so much water that insects could construct an entire water park inside it. These drivers should update their status to working remotely from a deer traffic jam. Take a look at these lava stones. They are perfectly undercooked. Water-related disasters aren't entirely bad. At least the local yacht mechanics are doing a good business. Prometheus went a little overboard when he stole fiery objects from Olympus. A fiery snake. Are you serious? If nature freezes your roof, transform it into an ice skating rink. A quote from Business for Guns. An idol of catamaran and tractor. You didn't expect to see it, but you most certainly deserve it. Finally, she has discovered an audience that genuinely listens to her. Without a doubt, this singer knows how to attract a significantly larger male audience to her concerts. By showcasing an elevator that could cause panic even among those who are not claustrophobic. Do these excavators either know how to fly or jump ridiculously high? Otherwise, in what other way could they have reached the roof? This city could really use a fountain. The universe followed, and immediately a pipe in the center burst. A relative of these fish was illegally taken out of the water, so now the whole family is going to court. Perfect doors for those who crawl home after work. China already uses drones for advertising, meaning the world in the fifth element is just around the corner. Flying a kite is easy, he said. You just have to stand and walk, he said. You might want to deworm your cat, or it might start to resemble its parasites. According to the iPhone weather application, it is not merely a light drizzle with insignificant hail. The entrance to platform 9¾ was closed at the worst possible moment. A leaky roof is bad. A leaky roof at -20 Fahrenheit is much worse. But hey, you get free ice for cocktails. This cafe is an absolute must-visit for all the mermaids. Here you will be able to be surrounded by your loved ones on both sides of the glass. Be honest. Did you really think that these two fish were dragging her through the water? Right. Combining a car wash tunnel with a metro station seemed like a really great idea. Seemed is definitely the word. Calave. Is not crazy. Just think about the future. When your reflexes are at their peak, but your luck is even better than that. Forget about oversized clothes. Extra large desserts are currently in fashion. The only ones who truly enjoyed those strong hits below were the fish. This hill collapsed due to heavy rains, taking its railing with it and crushing 10 cars parked below. This is one of those rare cases where you can be fined by both the street police and the Coast Guard. Have you heard of the super sheep? It flies to save the day every time someone forgets to make the bed. Each resident of this building has their own unique view of the sunset. I think I know what type of vehicle passed through here. And that is all for today. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comment about the incredible moments you've seen in real life. See you next time.